cool. Cholesterol is in other people's hearts. It's cool. Okay, well, let's go ahead and reveal the next Game Master. Guess what? It's me, Jeff.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's okay. It'll be good. It'll be good because you know what? I had some people suggesting some games for a little while. In addition, I was looking through some of the old game submissions that people sent, and I stumbled across something. I'm like, that sounds good. And then I realized, oh, somebody else already suggested that like a week ago as well, so I might as well throw it in there. Here we have something beautiful. It's Samurai Ghost for the Turbo graphics. Only the scariest ghosts, the Samurai Ghosts.
This game, I'm looking forward to it. It has some great quotes.
Oh, it has beautiful quotes. By the way, this game is a little bit non-linear, so I gave them instructions on how to avoid getting lost and going off the track that I wanted to pay for them. Like, it's mostly linear. It's like 95% linear. But we gave them instructions for what to follow and how to get through this. It's okay. As some people said, this game is sort of the Ernest Evans of samurai games. And I think everybody will see why in just a little bit.
We've gotten a couple of really interesting TurboGrafx 16 games in Kusogr4nde.
Oh, yeah.
It has such great capabilities, and yet they make games like this for it.
I mean, honestly, I enjoyed playing this game. I had a blast. But then again, I want to play your monkey game.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
Oh my gosh, Jeff, you can't just say that.
You've liked Peggy the Peach 3. And
I really want to play more Peggy the Peach 3. I'm not going to lie, okay?
Why?
Hello, Corndan. Welcome.
Hey, Corndan.
Do you not want to play Peggy the Peach 3?
No, I don't. It's one of the few games that gave me motion sickness.
Oh, it gave me motion sickness, too. Like, I don't get motion sickness, but Peggy the Peach, ooh. Well, Jeff, I think that you're probably wanting to take off, and that is cool. Thank you again for being here and choosing such a wonderful game. I always love finding out what we get from Jeff.
You're welcome. I'll leave it to you and Corndan to commentate this amazing game coming up.
Will do. Come in, Corndan. Come.
Hi
Get
there.
ready for the joy here. So, do you know this game at all?
I know absolutely nothing about this game.
Okay, cool. That's always fun. Well, this game is about a samurai who is a ghost.
I mean, I guess that, right? Or I wasn't sure if it was a samurai that was a ghost or a samurai who fights ghosts. You know,
No.
Like a 1600s Ghostbuster.
No.
Because I would play that game.
I mean, that would rock. I mean, you do fight some ghosts. How about that? You are a ghost, but you also fight ghosts. Ghost versus ghost. That's how it goes in this world. That's how it goes in this world. Hey, it looks like some people are excited for the game.
Well, as they should be. Because whatever it is, it's going to be amazing.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
I mean, I just figured this is going to be fantastic, whatever it is. And I am going to be learning about this at the same time as you guys do.
Well, good. Good. Okay. It
Did
looks
we
like
have this in the Gauntlet or something last year?
No. This has not been on Kusogr4nde before. Okay. Go ahead and pull out all of your spooky anime stereotype Emotes, let's go ahead and get those in chat. Spam away your anime stuff. Especially samurais. If you have any demons as well, that it works too. Okay, I'm doing the countdown. Wish them luck. Spam those emotes. Let's do this thing. Okay, as soon as I see movement in the first stage, I will start our timer. It's an order.
Right,
Destroy! Never forget.
So tell me about this game.
Okay. You know what? I'm starting at the beginning of this. Even though this is a cutscene that they're playing right now, I'm going to start the timer. So this game is a game where you go and fight a dragon and then immediately die. Because it's cool. I mean, it's about accurate. If you fight a dragon in real life, you're probably gonna die.
That's probably true, yeah.
Yeah, there are some beautiful quotes in this, everybody. Entrance to the dark side is where they start. Okay, so what you're gonna notice is them struggling to figure out how to get this sword to work. Because the sword is a little bit janky to control.
Please tell me it's a button plus the D-pad.
Sometimes, yes. Like, if you see them raising it above their head, that's them holding B and pushing up. Honestly, the best thing to do is to attack and keep holding the attack button so that your sword's in front of you, because when you do that, it means that the sword will hit most of the enemies who are ahead of you. You see, after they do some damage to enemies, the sword drops, meaning that, bam, they'll have to sort of rearm the sword at that point. Exuno is really close to death, which, until they get used to the sword, I presume that's going to be the case here. Okay. Zembar is currently trying to fight the skeleton samurai. You can tell he's a samurai. He's got armor and all that jazz. Honestly, he's not too difficult to deal with. It looks like Zalesium has taken a game over. This game has infinite continues, so they should be fine.
This game, Chad's mentioning this, and I have to agree with him, that this game really draws parallels to Ernest Evans with the way, like, the sword and all of that works.
Like, you should definitely try playing this, okay? Exuno is just trying to get the sword out there to stab the skull, but it's really difficult. The thing is, like, the controls in this are janky. I really enjoyed playing this. Ooh, you also get a down stab if you are able to do it just right. Now, these falling rocks on Exuno's screen can actually kill you if you are not too careful. There we go. So, Exuno's trying to kill that dog. Luckily, he did. If you hold up and then push attack, you actually do a swing that goes pretty far down and covers a wide range. That was the attack that I started using the most when I started playing this more. Okay, we really have the first boss on Exuno's screen. You can tell because the boss has purple candles. This boss you can actually just damage race pretty much and wipe it out. Oh.
It almost seems like crouching to stab this boss is the way to go.
Yeah, the boss isn't that bad. Okay, Exuno has managed to clear the first area, which I think is the underworld, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's begin! Thank you, Grandma. Okay, and they are...
Grandma knows what's up.
Good. So, per the story in the manual, notwithstanding the physical demise, in the year 1199, the soul of the great and evil Shogun Yoritomo survived death and hastened to the underworld to muster forces among the legions of the dead. The Eternal One sorely feared the outcome and bade Andaba, the hag who ferries souls across the Styx, to raise from the dead the champion of the Heiki clan, Yoritomo's arch-enemy, Kagekiyo. That's who you are.
Okay.
So this old lady brought you back from the dead, essentially. And she's telling you, go kill this demon, because I don't like him. So Exuno is starting to run into some of the random enemies that are a little bit harder to deal with. A lot of the times you actually have to hit them enough that their defense falls. As you see, Zant is fighting as well. And if you hit once, the hand ends up going up for about a second or two and then comes back down to swing and try to murder you. Exuno getting the first skull spider. This is real. The skull spider shoots spider webs at you, and you really need to figure out a way to kill it as quickly as you can.
Well, I mean, this makes sense. If everything's dead, right? Spiders have skulls, probably.
They have exoskeletons, Corndan.
That clearly look like skulls. Well, how else
Yeah,
did you
exactly.
get a skull spider?
Apparently, this is all reference to the Genpei War. I honestly have no clue. I do not know very much Japanese history. You know, it's a... Honestly, if I got to be a skull spider, I'd be a little bit upset. I like normal skeletons, but I wouldn't be that upset. It would be a fine afterlife. Yeah, Exuno really needs to figure out the power of up attack while jumping, because you can easily kill the spiders using that. Okay, it looks like 3 out of 4 of the players are onto this. I'm not too surprised that this is the first bit of a wall for players. Now, the only health that they really are able to get here are yellow spheres. What you see mostly dropping are green spheres. You get 100, it's like Mario, you get an extra life. Exuno did get a little bit of health out of the barrels. That definitely helps. He was really close to finishing that stage, but didn't quite make it. Trying to think. What are your thoughts so far? Questions or...
As I'm seeing this, right?
Yeah.
And maybe it's just the cropping, because I'm not seeing it on your stream, but I am seeing it here, right? Is Exuno has a purple candle still showing up, and I'm trying to figure out what that is compared to everyone else.
That shouldn't be there. Okay. Yeah, I suppose it is a little bit cropped off of his screen, just due to cropping, but yeah, that's not right, Corndan.
Okay.
You know what? That might actually be a little bit of area that's usually off screen that for some reason is appearing for Exuno, because the boss meter was there and it scrolled over.
Gotcha.
Okay, this second boss is a little bit challenging, but again, usually in a damage race, as long as you avoid him touching you, you can probably kill him just fine.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want him touching me.
Yeah. Zembar and Celestium have gotten game overs. How a pity you are. Corndad, how a pity you are.
Oh, you know, I guess I'm a pity.
Sad. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, there are other quotes in this game, everybody. So, the first area that they were in, per the manual, is entrance to the dark side. Obeying the order of the Eternal One, Kagekiyo descends to the dark side. First, he finds a fiery hell populated by the wandering skeletons of fallen warriors. He must make haste, but his way is blocked by a skeleton swordsman brandishing a sturdy weapon. How will Kagekiyo overcome this first obstacle? Well, everybody luckily has already overcome it. Good. So, Zone 2 is the volcanic zone. Which, by the way, the zones are all named different inside the game. Because why not? The flames... Yeah?
Because of course they would.
I think you'll really like the name of Zone 3 when it pops up on screen. The manual says Zone of Fate, but I prefer the in-game name better. So, Volcanic Zone, the flames swirl in Fiery Mountain Province. The attacks continue, lava streams flow fast. Fires rage underfoot. Beyond the roaring inferno towers the figure of a giant demon.
So, one thing that we just noticed here, Xuno just found out, is when you continue, even when you're all the way at the boss, you start at the beginning of the world.
Yes, it's a little bit rough. You need to at least conserve lives. Health doesn't really matter. Once you finish a stage, it refills. So if you fall into the lava like that, huge deal. I love that when you die, old lady's like, "Good luck!"
Well, I mean, she's raising the dead how many times now to go deal with this?
Yeah, it's true. She has to keep bringing you back. She's like, "Wow, you're a useless hero," but fine, we'll go ahead and bring you back. There we go. Zelesium is through with just a little bit of a candle left, getting filled back up to 4. I think after you die, you have 5, so...
But, I mean, that's still a pretty good refill when...
Oh yeah, it's a great refill, compared to other games out there.
So, it seems like with this boss, the biggest risk with this boss is whatever of those, like, laser beam hands that, like, shoot down are. Right? Because he's inevitably going to hit you with them.
Oh yeah.
You're not careful.
The best thing to do, I'd say, is get up on the platforms, because there you can stand, swing your sword, and react to a lot of stuff that is happening.
I always kind of think, I think the way I would have approached this, like
Exuno, right? I love it. That's exactly how you want to swing the sword during this fight. Unfortunately, not getting up on the platforms means fewer hits on the boss. He's gonna die.
But I think I'd have started with that exact idea that you stay back a little bit until the boss throws out his laser hands, and then you get under him and jump up and swing up. I think I would try that before I tried the platforms. And, you know, clearly I would have died too. But I think it's a solid strategy.
Like, honestly, looking at the damage race, Exuno is not... Well, okay, now he's doing bad. But... it's not going to be a huge deal. Ooh, Exuno, that is another death. One more life, though. This is just the mid-boss as well. This is not the full boss of the area.
Oh, that's not even right, because once you continue, you're going to go back to the beginning. You're going to have to kill them all over again.
I don't know. I didn't have to continue at all when I was playing this game, but then again, I play Ernest Evans, you know? I've beaten that. So I'm very used to janky controls. There we go. I think that is a game over for Exuno. Yeah, Laser Hands is being a jerk.
I mean, I wish I had the power of Laser Hands.
I really enjoy this game. It's so much fun. It's not good. It's definitely Kuso. Well... but it is very fun in a way. Zant going into the spider area. It looks like everybody's just trying to get back into this. I do not doubt that we're going to see plenty of continues, you know. Luckily, they have unlimited continues, so it's not a huge deal.
I kind of figured with this, with the sort of jank that's coming from it, that this was earlier in the TurboGrafx life cycle than it is.
When did it come out?
1992.
Huh.
Right, which was 3 years into the TurboGrafx.
So, let me tell you. This manual gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different attacks that you can do with the B button. Or B button, button 2, whatever. So, everything that's done with the sword is done with one button, but there are different combinations to do what you want to do. I mean, at least that's pretty innovative. Ish.
Yeah, I'm looking here, and right in the manual, with the incomprehensible sword swings and all of that, and it mentions here spirit weapons.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen anyone use any yet.
No, they will not get them for a little while. I think not until Stage 3, which they're all in Stage 2 right now. Or Zone 2, I suppose. The spirit weapons are pretty rad, though. You'll enjoy some of those.
I'm hoping to see it.
Oh, there was health right there, literally right there, and Exuno died. Hey, Zant is on to the boss.
I love that health costs you 10 coins.
Wait, it costs you coins?
It does. I just watched Zant. She got she got that over, and it took 10 coins from her when it gave her the candle.
Is there a day-night cycle in this game? Oh my gosh. I didn't even notice that. There is. There totally is.
Well, it takes time to resurrect you.
It's true. I love it. Okay, that's a nice little touch that I actually didn't even notice. But I'm happy.
In fact, you can just see the moon or whatever going down on Exuno's.
Yep. Okay, Zalesium is doing the sort of the same strat that I did. I ended up chasing him a little bit more. Oh, geez, that is a lot better than I could have figured out. Zalesium takes the lead, moving into first place.
That's a good strategy.
Oh, this music, everybody listen.
This music doesn't go with this game.
No, it doesn't.
I'm so confused. But it looks like Exuno, also...
Yeah, it's the bonus stage. Okay, there we go. Moving on to part 2.
But I think you're right that this is where you can get one of the spirit... I see a green fireball thing on both Zalesium and Exuno's status bar.
The green fireball protects you from either mushrooms or acid. I'm not completely sure. You are going to get one of the power-ups in this stage, though. And there we go. Zalesium has it. Okay. That power-up is actually really good. The power-up seems to be random as far as I can tell. It just depends on the text that shows up. You only have about 5 uses of the power as well. So, it's good. Let's see what Exuno gets. Okay, Giant Slash. And Exuno is out of it already. Okay, Zell is on to the actual boss of Area 3. Zembar is doing a pretty good job fighting the mini-boss here. He's just pounding away at his drum, isn't he? What a jerk.
I think Zembar just figured out the use of having the platform, but it's not going back up there.
I can understand trying to play too defensively, but at the same time, this is the type of game where being defensive often ends up getting you hurt. Okay, Zell is having a bit of a hard time with this boss. Honestly, what I found best was stab the fireballs that come out and then stab the guy's face. Because that's really the only hurt box. Exuno is enjoying the Samus rolls here. I'm not sure Zell has actually gotten a hit on the boss yet.
One, at least.
The most frustrating... The most frustrating part, I would say, about this boss is that you have to backtrack quite a bit. And every time you do, the camera makes it so that you can't see him. It's bad. And I would say that for my playthrough, that was the least enjoyable part of this.
I think Suno kind of has the right idea.
Yeah, look at the damage right there.
That is a really difficult.
Oh, it's a terrible hitbox. It's trash, but Exuno is a little bit in the lead when it comes to damage on the boss. I think Exuno is going to take a pretty solid lead at this point.
Provided they don't die.
Yep, Exuno's doing just fine.
I mean, at the same time, while we're looking at Exuno and Zelicium, right, we also have Zimbar and Zant on the previous boss.
But wait, Zant actually finished the level without killing the boss.
No, he killed the boss.
I saw it flying around.
No, it dropped off.
Oh, okay. Maybe I missed it. But yeah, Hurting Zone now. Everybody get ready for Hurting Zone.
All right, you got me. That is an amazing level.
I told you it was going to be a good name.
I imagine there's not many, touristy visitors to Hurting Zone.
No, people generally stay away from Hurting Zone. The thing is, I really like the idea of the upgrades in this game, but they do not last nearly long enough. At all.
Well, and they always put you in positions, right? Like, I've noticed that you get these, right? And then they put you in a position where you have to use it right away.
Yes. Okay, Exuno is on a stage. By the way, if you saw, there were 2 arches on the previous screen. I told them, do not jump over any of the gates. They have to go in the first gate. So, what would have happened then if you had gone through? It would not be the poison area, it would be the sand area.
You end up in the same place, right? Overall.
You eventually get to the same boss, yes. It converges. It's just that a couple stages are a little bit different. I told him, I don't care, go to the same place.
Fair enough. While we've been talking, Zant's made it to the third boss.
Nice.
She's kind of having trouble with some of those fireballs to start with, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think if Zant can kill this boss, that's going to be a solid change from third to second. Because Zelicium already made it to this boss, but actually dealt 1 hit of damage from what I saw.
No, Zelicium was like 1 candle away, I believe, from winning.
Oh, really? Okay, I guess I missed.
At the same time we were watching Exuno beat the boss.
Oh, geez, a punchy to the face for Zant. You want to watch out for the spinning fists. Ooh, Zant managed to get a hit. Yeah, I completely missed that. I was just loving Exuno's strat, which was just jump and spank it in the face. Okay, Zembar is taking on the mid-boss here.
I mean, Zant's starting to see that, but she's not making any good progress.
Oh, Exuno is actually on to the next boss of this area, who continuously drops mushrooms. Now, I believe as long as you have the green puff up at the top, the mushrooms do not damage you, but I think it's limited protection. Eventually, the mushrooms are going to hurt. There we go. Oh, Zelesium is onto the bonus area here. And Exuno there as well. I love the bonus area. It's so good.
So, it just doesn't match with the rest of the game.
Nope. Not at all. Can you just imagine being this hero that they brought back to life and running around collecting orbs? That would be so much fun. And like, yeah, let's fight later.
So I think Zant might be the next person to make it through. It's going to be really close.
I'm a little bit concerned about the current amount of health, but using the upswing is working out fairly well for Zant. Just don't get punchied. And don't let that fireball get... Oh, that's a death. And a game over.
That's unfortunate.
It's a pretty large setback, but that's fine. That's how it goes. Ooh, Exuno took a meteor to the face. Don't want to do that.
I love how in chat, people are asking where the baby is.
Baby?
Oh, clearly, Mini is showed up on stream.
There's no baby. How a pity you are. Oh, I think we missed my favorite text box of the game. Hopefully, we get to see it on somebody's screen soon. Hurt Zone is definitely a scary zone, I'm gonna say. Exuno is the only person in Hurt Zone right now. This boss that Exuno is fighting, again, I didn't think it was too rough. Honestly, the spinning attacks that Exuno was using are pretty effective. Unfortunately, out of the power-up, and now it's just damage race to see who wins, and the boss wins in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this match. It's being a lot of fun to watch.
This has been great. Right, I expect that when Zelesium and Zant get back to the boss, that they'll pass through that level onto the Hurt Zone.
Yeah, Exuno is not using the best attack strategies here. I think
the, overhead slash?
Yeah, I think the overhead slash is the best way to deal with this guy. Because when he gets away from you, projectiles come flying out, and it's bad. Okay, Zell unfortunately did not manage to finish Volcanic Zone quite yet. Honestly, I'm not too surprised that they're having a bit of a hard time. This game, like, you have a lot of hits, but at the same time, iframes are extremely limited. I'm not sure if you really get iframes.
There's not very many.
Yeah, your health just drains. And in general, when I was playing this, I usually got through stages with like one candle left, half a candle left. Oh, don't be inattention! I forgot that! Don't be inattention, everybody! I see 3 different spellings of inattention in chat. But I was inattention because that's the best screen in the game!
Well, you know, why were you inattention?
I'm sorry. I'll pay attention better, okay? I promise.
No, you'll be attention better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, we are just about halfway through the match. I'm having such a blast with this.
I'm enjoying this more than I thought I would.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I figured this was like, oh, it's Ernest Evans, kind of all of this, right? Yeah, whatever. But I'm really just enjoying it, and I wonder what would happen if Zant just walks through that gate.
That would beat the stage, actually, but Zant... Oh, the gate descended on Zant's head!
I mean, because that other
It
one's
skips the bonus area if you just go straight through.
So, effectively, you could just... That mini-boss, then you could just run to the right.
Yes. It's probably faster than
mini-boss.
actually fighting.
I mean, because I think if I were doing this and I didn't need, like, the stuff in the mini stage,
In
that's
general,
just what I would do.
yeah, I think that would be a good way to approach it, at least for zone... or the volcanic zone. Zone 3, you sort of need some of the stuff that you can collect there, just due to poison damage and mushrooms.
Sure.
Like, Exuno's fighting the boss, he's going to take damage from those mushrooms. A lot of damage. He previously had what's called the clear orb, which negates mushroom damage, but now doesn't. However, collecting the big candle gave him, I believe, 4 smaller candles, and that's going to be enough health to finish this boss off.
It gives you 1 extra candle, and it refills your health.
Oh, you're right. Oops.
I read my manual.
I read game facts, so that's why I was wrong.
Right,
Hey.
I read the manual to try to understand what was going on, and that's where I stopped was, oh yeah, here's what the items do.
Zell is back to the mini-boss. Zant is on to the zone boss. This may be a move into zone 3 if Zant can do well here. Exuno just needs to dodge these rocks. Okay, most of it's working, but this archer is a pile of butts. Honestly, using the defensive swing is probably a good idea. That's where you hold your sword out in front of you, which I think for a casual playthrough is extremely useful. Hey, Zell getting to what looks like is the bonus area here. It can be worthwhile just to get extra lives. I think that it's worth doing. Wait, Zant is trying the run strats? I believe Zant did pass the boss, but unfortunately, as far as I'm aware, when it comes to the zone bosses, you just have to fight them.
Well, we're gonna find out, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
But I can see right where she's coming from. the mid-boss has that... that gate, right?
Oh yeah.
So if I were her in her position, went, well, the one has it.
Yeah, I agree. So this game was made by Namco, actually. It's... like, they made so many amazing games. This game, I would say, you know, has some clunky things, but it's super enjoyable still.
Oh, man. Juno almost made it through that boss.
Oh, that boss is so rough. Okay, Zant, how are you doing damage-wise? Very few hits. There we go, got a hit in there. I'm concerned, though, because the punch does a lot of damage. And a damage race is just not going to work on this guy.
Well, a lot of it comes down to the same sort of issue, right? Your sword is only so long, and essentially, you need to fit yourself right in the spot. And Zan's doing a pretty good job of it now. And
Yeah, it's working.
Was the same. That you basically want to connect with just the tip of your sword, right? But you kind of have to get yourself in a position, basically, that when that punch goes off, you can get the swing in, and then not get hit.
It's a little ridiculously precise in some cases. Oh, Zant taking a death there. Tell the chat I was inattention. Yeah, Exuno, you were inattention. That's why you died.
True.
Happens to most of us. Hey, Zelesium has a good chance of making progress as well. Honestly, it's between Zelesium and Zant who can hold on to second at this point.
I mean, Zelesium has second right now by like a handle.
I think so, yeah.
But I think Zant is doing a little bit better on the damage trade right now, so...
At this point, oh my gosh! Zelesium was right there! Right there! Ooh. Zant is doing a little bit better at this race.
Well, we'll see.
At the damage race. Oh no.
Oh!
And there we go! The boss is down! Zant moves into second. And Zelesium goes back to the beginning of the zone. Okay, now, Quarantine, don't be inattention, okay? I want you to watch Zant. Because that's the message here. And it is the hurting zone.
And Zuno is just now leaving the hurting zone.
Nice! Hurting zone is gone. Exuno moving on to the next area.
I mean, look at how much that Exuno set on fire there.
Still a long way to go. Well, thank you, lady. Yeah, he did Arctic zone. Right next to the hurting zone. Okay. Now we know. You go to Antarctica. Just go a little bit past hurting in order to get there.
In the manual, this is Ice Province.
Whatever. The manual's a little inaccurate, you know? I go with...
The game is.
Nah, I go with the game.
I clearly go with whatever one's funnier.
Okay, Corndan, I'll go ahead and concede that's probably a good way to do it. So yeah, with Ice Province, it's the freezing, windswept ice fields. It's easy to lose your footing. Kagakiyo finally makes it to the capital, where he's awaited by a beautiful creature who hardly seems capable of evil. But it's the Devil Princess. Uh-oh. Hardly seems capable of evil. He killed a kitsune! Wow.
Well,
that seems probably illegal. I think this is illegal. Don't kill them.
Look, that's like that, the last boss, right? You know, I'm gonna punch this in a certain way, and if you run into it, it's your own fault.
Yeah, that's fair. Wait, are you
Right.
referring to The Simpsons? Because that was a good episode.
Like look at the boss right before the hurting zone. He's just swinging his arms around.
It's true.
Not his fault that you're running into him.
He's just trying to, like, stay in shape, you know?
And with this, Zimbar also moves on to the hurting zone.
Hey, Exuno is fighting a musician. Look at that loot. Oh, unfortunately, fairies keep touching his butt. That's not good.
Well, and he eats mushrooms.
Well, no, you don't want to eat mushrooms. That's a
But
problem.
he is eating mushrooms.
Yeah.
And fairies are touching his butt.
This bonus area is so dumb. I love it. It's exactly what's needed in such a super serious game, you know?
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
I should time out that pun, but I appreciate it. Pillaging stringed instruments is looting.
So honestly, it looks like everybody except for Zalesium has moved on to the herding zone. Exuno to the Arctic zone. I was in attention when Zembar beat the boss, unfortunately.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, it happens to the best of us. There are 4 screens here.
Fortunately, I was in attention.
Good. Thank you, Cordan. I like these poking spikes here that Exuno's trying to get past. They're a little rude.
So are those just like there's a big thing buried under there, and that's like their fingers with fingernails?
Ugh. Ugh. Yes.
Right, like you're running around on a big giant covered in ice.
Oh, I don't like this.
That's the Arctic zone.
I'm not a fan. Okay, Zalesium has killed the boss with just a sliver of candle left. Moving on. Oh my gosh, we get to hear new music soon, Corndan.
So I have been listening to the other music, and it is also good.
Everything, like, I don't know, this game is definitely what I would say flawed in many ways, but it's fun.
The ability on Exuno's screen is amazing. Let me just spin my
Oh, I didn't actually see it. Dang it.
It was like a sword tornado, right? If you were a little kid and you were just going to spin your sword and hope that everything runs into it.
I love it. Okay, I'm going to have to take a look again.
I mean, somebody else will get it, I'm sure.
No, I would say this game is enjoyable. It's definitely Kuso, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, I like to hope that a lot of the games that we have now in Kusogr4nde are enjoyable, just really bad.
Yeah, that's usually what I try to aim for. Unless it's Conan, in which case, whatever.
My wife just chimed in from the background, at least it's not Tubin.
It's not Tubin, thank goodness. Can you imagine, though, this hero in Tubin? Zembar is having a really hard time with this boss for some reason. Just keeps getting pushed back by the Japanese.
Well, Dana, Rockman X4 was enjoyable for everybody else.
It's true. Hey, it looks like Zembar is through, skipping the bonus stage, but not a huge deal. Zant should not be in attention. Okay. Ooh, Exuno is fighting the princess. Being a little bit hard to actually land hits here. Oh, there we go.
Can you only hit her when she's on the ground?
I think so, yeah. There we go. She doesn't seem really that bad. Essentially just... There we go! Exuno managed to kill her. Moving on to the next zone. I'm gonna pay attention to the dialogue.
Well, yeah, we gotta figure out what the dialogue is.
Yeah, it's super important. Okay. Oh, Zell! Taken to death. You are fine! Oh, she likes you. That's her flirting. Kamikaze zone! Okay.
That is actually
yeah,
the same in the manual.
Deep in the heart of the mountains, where there is no sign of human life, the evil enemies are lurking. Ghostly ninja pounce without a sound. Beasts with fangs bearing prowl and wait their moment to strike. And Kagekiyo approaches a decisive battle with the cunning Minamoto Lord, the strategist Kisoyoshi Naka. Whoever that is.
I mean, so now this makes sense why he's there, right? There's still no human life there, and it's ghost ninjas versus ghost samurais.
Okay, that makes sense. Gotta get rid of the
Right.
ghost ninjas, obviously. And whatever the crap this caterpillar thing is, please kill that. Thank you. So yeah, every once in a while you're going to see a yellow orb drop. Those are probably the... Besides the weapon upgrades and such, they're probably the best orbs to get because they heal you half a candle. Per game FAQs. Who knows if that's true?
Per watching the game.
Per watching the game. Yeah. I'm glad that everybody is having a bit of a hard time with this poison zone because it makes me happy.
Why, because you had a hard time with the poison zone too?
No, it took me like 1 or 2 tries. But I'm used to janky games like this. Like jank makes me happy. And also, I forced them to go to this instead of the sand zone, you know? That's another reason. I told them, don't jump over the gate, because I want you to go to the same levels. And I imagined... Oh, no, I died a few times, now that I'm thinking about it. The frogs. Because when the frogs jump on you, they just stick like glue. And...
No, I think here, right, something is that, frogs are, you know, I mean, everybody talks about how birds are jerks, right? But
frogs
let's
are
talk
also
about
jerks.
Right, and how it's not represented, right? You know, nobody talks about how frogs are jerks.
They really
We're
are.
not just talking about Crazy Frog here.
No, frogs in video games. And that includes flea men in Castlevania. They're some of the worst.
Even just the frogs that are in Symphony of the Night, like, you can't kill them, and then they just hop up into you and you die.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Exuno grabbing a little extra health. Health upgrade. It looks like he's doing a pretty good job getting through this Taurus section.
I mean... So I'm curious as to what those bulls are running away from while on
Oh,
fire.
that! Oh my gosh, good choice. Because I do not like this. Holy crap, the bulls were smart.
See, bro, chat agrees with me. Symphony of the Night frogs are worse than Symphony of the Night fleamen.
Really?
I mean, they're both bad.
yeah, I hate the frogs, but I hate the fleamen more, personally.
But I guess the frogs are less bad, because, you know, you only get them in the one area.
Yep. They're like in the the cave under the castle.
Yeah, they're in the cave.
Exuno
right
not using the downstab.
They're right at the spot where you would go blow it up to go further down.
How a pity you are, Exuno. You know, oh my gosh, this music is so rockin'.
Music is surprisingly good and weird.
I feel like without this music, the game would just not be fun. But the music actually makes it feel pretty exciting.
Well, so hopefully here, Zimbar has half a candle left. Can they finish up this level here? It looks like they will.
Sweet.
Put Zimbar at that first mini-boss.
This boss isn't too bad. You can technically just run past everything if you want. Whether Zimbar knows that or not is another question. They're not really trying to deal damage.
I believe so.
Yeah, he's just going to the right. That's possibly a good decision here.
Well, if you don't know the way to basically kill him by jank, and you don't think you're going to need more than what you've got, just run past.
I'd especially say if you had the mushroom immunity, it would be worth just running past everything and continuing. Because you're not going to die. You're going to be able to get it through it just fine.
I love that everything like turns into a mushroom in this.
Well, especially in this level,
frogs.
yeah.
Oh, you killed a frog. Nope, that's a mushroom. Text, that's a mushroom. Right, weird skulls, those are mushrooms too.
Yeah, you know it.
You didn't even know.
Oh, so as it turns out, the blue collectible protects against harm from lightning for a fixed number of times. So that is what you see at the top in the middle. That's the icon at the top middle. The top right icon there is the poison/mushroom immunity, which Exuno has, but nobody else has. And then the top left one is your weapon power-up.
Except when you get it, you have no idea which weapon power-up you have, just that you have a weapon power-up.
Yep. Better to have one than none, I guess.
Well, I mean, so
Tiger!
inevitably you're gonna...
Oh no.
Inevitably you're gonna waste it once to figure out what it is.
Oh yeah. And what, it's like 5 uses or something like that?
Yeah, it's something stupid. I mean, come on, at least... You know, if we're going to talk about other bad games here, right? At least Sid of Valis, if you got a weapon upgrade, you got to keep the weapon upgrade.
Sid of Valis. Oh my gosh, Corndam. What a game. Exuno's just trying to take down this ninja. But honestly, getting him to keep jumping backwards is a fine strat as well.
I mean, if you can just get him to keep going backwards, you're still going to do just fine, because you'll just push him past the gate.
Oh, Zant, that is a game over. Zembar has made it to the boss of the herding zone, though. That's good. Not only that, but Zembar has developed a pretty good strat for dealing with this dude. Oh, unfortunately, the dude decided to do something different. Might be moving into phase 2. Yeah, it's a phase 2 move. That's what it is. But luckily, Zembar has plenty of lives to try this boss with.
Yeah, and Zembar got pretty close, so I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so. Everybody just needs to rush and try to make a little more progress. Exuno's going to be fine. Nobody's going to touch him.
I think at this point in time that is true. So it's effectively the rush for second, which I think Zembar has, right? With putting that boss on 2 candles.
As long as nobody else makes it to the boss, but I think there's still time for them to do that, yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely not guaranteed, but... Right, and then after that, I don't know where 3rd and 4th place sit.
Yep, okay, Zembar has triggered phase 2. Just need to duck and then jump.
And honestly, at this point in time, if you can just get in close, right, there's only 3 hits left.
Oh, yeah.
I'd damage race that.
But I know that sometimes when you get careless towards the end,
Yep.
you die. So I think slow and steady is fine. There we go, Zembar locking in that second place right now. I don't think Celestium or Zant will be able to pass that. Now, who is going to take third and fourth between those two? That's another question. I do want to say, though, everybody here, you know, has about 12 points. It's important for them to get at least first or second. In order to make it to the bracket, yeah.
Yeah, it certainly looks like Zuno is fighting Inuyasha.
Well, what a jerk, Inuyasha.
Inuyasha is a jerk.
Yeah.
'Cause it seems like it's really hard to get hits in.
Let me see. This is the strategist Kisoyoshi Naka. He's a strategist, so that's why he's so hard. Exuno is doing a good strat of keeping the sword out. That gives 1 defense when the enemy tries to attack.
Yeah, and I think now Zuno's seen the pattern. Right, that they're gonna be just fine.
I think he will. Oh my gosh, okay. Zembar is making some pretty good progress. I don't think there's a chance of passing Exuno at all.
There's not with like 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, you know, Zuno's only had to use 1 continuum. Right, on this. Has a pretty good feel for what's going on, so I think it's highly unlikely.
I think you're right, yeah. Okay, Zembar is on to the loot boss here. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, honestly, I want to watch this until the end because everybody has been making some pretty solid progress. Oh, Exuno is on his last life.
But that was huge progress on that boss. I imagine that Exuno will beat the boss beforehand.
Oh, yeah, I believe so. Good chance. There we go. Zembar is going to the bonus area with that boss. It looks like Zell is also on the bonus area.
Yes, I believe from the mushroom dropping guy.
Oh, geez, Exuno has taken a lot of hits from Inuyasha, you know. I'm a little bit unsure who is in third and fourth at this place between Zant and Zell, because both of them have put in a good amount of effort.
So Exuno's kind of got an interesting strat here, because he'll jump early, and so you'll basically he projects the jump attack.
Gotcha.
And so if he runs before then, you duck and you slash, and you'll just deflect it, right? So it's a slower strategy, but it's really safe.
Yeah, it's good to be able to develop a strategy where you can react. It's only one of 2 moves that the boss is going to choose to do. Yeah. I think Exuno might be able to beat Inuyasha as long as Inuyasha can get a jump attack there. There we go! Goodbye. No! Well, okay, goodbye.
I mean, it's not a very cunning strategist if your strategy is pick one of two things to go do.
Yeah, he should have like gone to college instead of just being like, I'm a strategist, blah blah blah. Be caution! Be caution, everybody!
So I believe here, right, and I've been trying to watch all the streams, that Zalicia made it to the World of Hurt final boss. I don't think Zant has.
No, I don't believe Zant has at this point. Oh, good. Chat is definitely being cautioned, so I appreciate it, chat.
Well, it's important to be cautioned here.
Yeah. Hey, Zant has finished that mid-boss and is moving on. What's even better, though, is that the match is done. That is indeed time, and you know, what an amazing time we had. Because as it turns out, Exuno has taken the victory, Zembar second, Zalesium third, and Zant taking fourth there. Yeah, I really enjoyed this match. This was a blast.
It was really good. It was really close between second through fourth for a while there, too. And I think all three of them have held second at some point in time in this match.
I'm letting Exuno know that he is welcome to come join Voice because, yeah, it looks like we had the victory there. Hello there, Exuno.
Hello, I have never felt as good at a video game as I did just then.
Oh,
I
really?
really enjoyed this game.
Oh, why so?
It was just really fun. I felt like the mechanics actually worked really well. I liked how all of the parrying attacks worked and the different slashes you had. They were kind of janky hitboxes, but they all served various purposes. And any game with a downstab is a good game.
Oh, so yeah. I completely agree. I saw some people using the downstab. I'm like, yeah. And you were a lot better at it than I was, let me just say.
It wasn't useful too often. There was really, like, no good way to hit enemies low to the ground, especially those friggin' spiders. I think the third level or something, where you're being chased by the lava flow, is the worst one. That's where I struggled, like, early on. But after that, I really got a feel for the game, and it was pretty smooth, I think.
Yeah, it's... Oh my gosh. Well, it's like, it has some jank, but I think it has a lot of charm as well. Like,
yeah, it definitely has a ton of charm in terms of the translation.
Were you
all
in
of the
attention?
stage quotes were great. I was in attention during that one boss fight where I just threw at the end, but
well, you shouldn't have been. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed this. Honestly, when I was looking at games, you know, I played this for a good hour or so, and I thought, I'm not sure people are going to hate it, but I think people will see why it's in this tournament. Like, it definitely has some odd stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely not as smooth as it could be, but I don't think it really suffers for that.
No, it doesn't.
Not in my opinion, at least. I don't know about everyone else who was racing, because apparently they had more trouble than I did.
Yeah, you definitely made a lot faster progress than anybody else. Yeah, it's kind of surprising how far you made it.
That one boss early on was definitely the hardest one, with the thunder rods or whatever. I don't even know how I got through that properly when I did succeed.
Yeah, that one... I'm trying to think. It took me it took me a couple lives, I believe, and it was a wall for a lot of people. Guess what? Spoilers, you do not have to kill him.
Really?
Yes, you can just run to the right.
Okay. He was like a mini-boss that spawned a golden gate or something, I guess?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I noticed they all got that. I didn't realize that there were red gates, because it seemed weird to have like those bonus stages in there. But
so the only difference is the golden gate gets you a bonus stage.
Yeah.
So if you just ran through the red gate, you don't get the bonus stage, but you don't have to deal with the guy anymore.
I really enjoyed that last boss I got up to too, in terms of using like all of the mirror match sword fight. And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
glad I managed to figure out a strategy for that in terms of just waiting for the jump slashes.
Yeah,
and it was super satisfying to get the parries.
Yeah, you did a pretty good job developing a strat there. It worked out for you great. I'm trying to think. Well, that's all for today. Is there anything you want to say before we take off and go do a raid?
Not really. Shoutouts to the Ducks.
Oh, you have been involved with Mystery Tournament before, right?
Yes. I'm not running the next one. Blasphemous Roar sounds like he's going to do that, but he's has some life issues going on. Hopefully, we'll have one by this fall season.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep people updated because I want to join that and lose terribly. And I think everybody else here would probably be on board with that. Well, let's go ahead. Kusogr4nde, I appreciate you coming and joining for commentary here. I won him over with this game. He enjoyed it. So,
it was a good game. It was fun.
Oh, yeah. We
Okay,
call this... It's
not
still
good.
Kusogr, though.
Yeah, it's not good, but it looks fun.
It's fun. Okay, let's go ahead and do a raid. I see Brutal Moose is streaming, and he's one of my favorite streamers, so let's go ahead and head over there. What raid message should we use?
Well, don't be inattention.
Okay, don't be inattention. There we go. Go ahead, spam that in his chat, share the love, and we'll see you probably later on this week. I believe we have matches on Wednesday, or at least one match. So, see you then. Bye.
Bye.